Oh, mother, 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 mother. My mother.
Hello everybody, welcome to Rants with Jordan. I'm Jordan. If you are new here, welcome to my channel. If you are returning, welcome back. Before we start this video, if you're here, you already know what we're talking about. We're talking about the one, the only, the Queen Mother Beyoncé House of Renaissance, House of Chrome. Hi guys, it's Jordan. Just really quick, if you hear music in the background, that's me playing The Sims, because what else would I be doing on a Sunday? Just letting you guys know, I said this like way too late in the video, but like spoilers, like the video is titled My Review of the Renaissance Film by Beyoncé, so spoilers. If you do not want to know what happens in the film, don't watch the video, or better yet, go watch the film and then come back and watch my video. But spoilers, like, Come on now. Don't be in my comments being upset. Bye. But I want to start out with this question to you all. What is a word that's more than mother? Because I feel like at this point Beyoncé has ascended and has surpassed mother status, and she's something more. She's something more than mother. But like, I don't think there is a word in the English lexicon that can describe Beyoncé and her talent and her charisma and her stage presence and her production and her singing and her dancing and her fashion. Like, I don't think there's any word in the English language that I can think of that means more than mother, because that's what Beyoncé is. She's a mother and then some. But let's get into it. If you are here, you know this is my review of the Renaissance World Tour film. I saw it I got early viewing tickets. Me and my friend get my drink, girl. Me and my friend went to go see the film yesterday. No. 2 days ago, because it's Saturday today. So Thursday, we went to go see the film at the AMC at the Mall of Louisiana. And we'll get to my theater. We will get to my theater, but I want to get into talking about the show because I feel like I'm going to be here for a while. I have like do not judge my handwriting, but like this is all of like the points. I wrote them on the back of like some sheet music, but like this is like all the points I have for like what I want to go over and what I remember, because I'm seeing the film again tonight, because I'm seeing the film again tonight, and I might go watch it again next week. I don't know. I might go watch it again before finals. I don't know. But yeah, we might be here for a while, so we're gonna get right into it. We're gonna get right into it. First, one of the first things in the film that I really liked, and I really appreciated Beyoncé for doing, was highlighting the film crew, the people in the crew, in the stage crew, people who are the builders, the people, the electricians, the audio engineers, the mixers, like the people who we don't see on stage. And I like how for the people who we do, the film crew, the stage crew that we do see on stage, Beyoncé made it a point to put them in reflective suits because of the amount, so people can watch the choreography of the stage crew, because the stage crew has their own choreography to get all the camera angles and to get things in position correctly. It's its own choreography in and of itself, separate from the choreography Beyoncé and the dancers are doing, separate from the choreography the people behind the stage are doing, separate from the choreography that the people in the mixing station in the crowd is doing. Like it was nice to see. And it was also one thing I like that she highlighted was the fact that she highlighted that there were so much women on stage crew, and there were so much women building the stage. And then Beyoncé went into the actual like building of the stage, which I think was really cool, just to see how you know, how that works, and like going into the logistics of the tour. They had 3 stages. And so what so basically what that means is that when one stage is when Beyonce's performing, like let's say it's the DC, Charlotte, Atlanta run. That like it's the DC, Charlotte, Atlanta run. While Beyonce's performing in DC, there's a stage getting set up in Charlotte for her. There's a stage getting set up in Atlanta for her while she's performing in DC. And then where did she go after Atlanta? Let's pretend she went to Seattle after Atlanta. Let's pretend she went to Seattle after Atlanta. While she's performing in DC, there's a stage being set up in Charlotte for her. There's a stage being set up in Atlanta for her. And then once she leaves DC, the stage that was in DC will be getting dismantled and will then be getting ready to get set up in Seattle. Like, that's how, again, I don't think those are the actual order to dance. I know DC, Charlotte, Atlanta, I think I'm almost certain those dates were like right by each other. But like, regardless, I just think looking into the logistics of the film and of the tour was real. I love tour logistics. Like, I always want to know how like difficult it is to actually like move all that shit around. Like, you know, to fly. Like, that's a whatever. Anyway, next, talking about how it took 4 years to plan this tour. It took 4 years to plan this tour, and this is making me think. And this doesn't really get answered in the documentary, but if any of the Beehive, if you have your theories, let me know. Did she start planning the tour before she made the album? That's what I want to know. Did she start planning a tour before she started planning the album to go with the tour? Because Beyonce said she recorded 3 projects, Acts 1, 2, and 3. And we know Act 1 is Renaissance, and Act 2 is not the film, guys. Like, stop. But we know that Act 1 is Renaissance, and we know that she recorded 3 projects over the pandemic. And technically speaking, my pants leg. Technically speaking, we are still in a pandemic. Like, COVID is still killing thousands of people every day. Like, we are still in a pandemic. We are not out of a pandemic, no matter what the government is trying to tell you guys. We are not out of a pandemic yet. Like, we really are not. Like, COVID surges are happening up the wazoo everywhere. So that, but they did it take her, did she plan the tour before she planned did the album? Because the pandemic started in 2020, and technically speaking, that's 3 years ago. But they've been planning that. I mean, they've been planning this tour since 2019, 2018. Like, let's say end of 2018, beginning of 2019. That's when they started planning this tour. So did the tour get planned out before the album? Or did Beyonce record, had Renaissance been done just before the pandemic? I know she said she recorded 3 projects over the pandemic, but like, low key, if they were planning the Renaissance World Tour in 2019 before the pandemic, or in late 2018 before the pandemic, what if the Renaissance album has been completed what if the Renaissance album had been in production, had been in motion since Everything Is Love, right? Because Everything Is Love came out in 2018, if I'm not mistaken, right? So, yeah, but oh, child, we've only gotten through 3 topics and we're 8 minutes in, and I don't want to keep you guys here for that long. I would like for you all to actually watch the video. So let's move on to the opening. Now, we are going to talk about some of the songs that got cut. I'm just going to let you know now. Okay, first of all, spoiler. I should have said that at the beginning. I really should have said that at the beginning. But like, we're getting into the concert. Spoilers. You should have known that this is a review of the Renaissance film. So if you clicked on this thinking that I wasn't going to spoil the movie, you're wrong. But like, spoilers, because I'm about to explain what got cut. 1+1 got cut. I Care got cut. I'm Going Down got cut. River Deep Mountain High got partially cut, and I will explain what that means in a second. I will explain what that means later. But River Deep Mountain High got cut, and then Love on Top got cut, and Rather Die Young got cut. and the ballroom section also got partially cut. I will explain that later. I will explain that later when we get to America Has a Problem, Pure Honey. I'm writing stuff like the ballroom section got partially cut. But I will talk about that. Not actually, no. I will talk about that when we'll talk about the dancers. But anyway, I'll be the first to say I know people were upset. The only song I don't think made sense for them to cut was "Love on Top." That's the only song I think didn't make sense for them to cut because of the crowd interaction. But I understand, like, they were trying to keep this movie under 3 hours long. We don't want to be like fucking Endgame sitting in that movie for 3.5 hours. Good Lord. But I do think that Love on Top should have stayed. And if there was going to be a song I think should have gotten cut, it should have been Lift Off. But, like, I understand why Lift Off, like, I understand why Lift Off is in the show because Alien Superstar, you got abducted or you're lifting off. Like, Mother, a mastermind, a creative mogul. But, like, we talk about Dangerously in Love. The moment I saw that group, first of all, I can tell because the Mercedes-Benz Stadium layout and the Superdome layout looks completely different. So when I saw her in the green dress, I said, ooh, is this Atlanta? And I don't think it was. I think the opening was LA and New Orleans. And let me explain why. LA, obviously, because it was the birthday dress, like duh. But I think New Orleans was also in the opening for the most part because the Superdome layout, the lights in the bar area was on. And they're very, very bright. So there's a big, but in the 100s, when you get to the top of the one, there's a big ass ring that goes around the stadium. But also there are certain signages that we have that I know other stadiums don't. For example, Ochsner, that's the big hospital chain that's down here in New Orleans and Louisiana is Ochsner. Ochsner sounds British to me. Every time I say Ochsner, I go Ochsner because it sounds British, but like whatever. And so when I saw the O, I was like, I think this is New Orleans. I truly believe that the beginning opening was LA and New Orleans. I do. We're going to get into New Orleans in a second because, baby, when we get to that meat challenge, you see me. But anyway, Dangerously in Love comes out. She sounds beautiful. I'll get to my theater in a second because my God. She sounds beautiful. And I think the opening, it was LA and New Orleans mostly, but in Atlanta Night 2, I think Atlanta Night 2 is the red outfit with the big ass crescent shape on her. Atlanta Night 2 was featured in it a little bit. I want to say parts of Seattle was also included in there. And I want to say Houston wasn't really in the beginning of the show. I think Houston was the entire end of the show. If I want to be so honest with you, I think Houston was the entire end of the show. It's like America Has a Problem onward. Nope. Thick onward. I think it was all Houston. I think it was all I think it was all Houston and LA. Nope, I think it was all Houston. Anyway, we'll get to that. She sounds beautiful. Next, Flaws and All. This is when we start seeing more of the opening outfits, and I'm gonna be so honest, I really don't remember all of them. I think Seattle, the blue gown, the blue pantsuit gown thing that she was wearing in Seattle, that was sickening. I think that was Seattle's show. I really think that was Seattle's show. Now, okay, Dangerously in Love. Real quick, going back to Dangerously in Love before we get to Flaws and All. Now, as much as I am biased towards the New Orleans show, because that was my show, as much as I am biased for the New Orleans show, I do not think our Dangerously in Love was the best one on tour. Whoa, New Orleans people, don't come at me. Don't come at me. The best Beyoncé has ever sang Dangerously in Love on this tour, and you all can fight me on it. There's 2 concerts, but there's one that I prefer over the other, but there's 2 concerts where I think Beyoncé sung Dangerously in Love the best. DC Night 2, I think DC Night 2 is the best version of Dangerously in Love. I think DC Night 2 was the best Beyonce has ever sung Dangerously in Love on this entire tour. And we'll get to that in a second too. And then Santa Clara. Now, Santa Clara, the reason I prefer Santa Clara Dangerously in Love over DC, even though I think the power in Beyonce's voice and her tone was much better in DC than Santa Clara, is because Santa Clara has the best Dangerously in Love. Like that run, that's the best run. That's the best version of that run she's ever done on the tour, was at Santa Clara. That's why I prefer to watch the Santa Clara version of Dangerously in Love over everything else. But I do think DC got the best version. I think DC Night 2 got the best Dangerously in Love of the entire tour. Also, Beyonce did not do that run. She didn't do the Dangerously in Love run that I wanted her to do at my show. She just went Dangerously in Love versus, you know, the Dangerously in Love. Like, I wanted the other run. I wanted the Santa Clara run, but she didn't give it to us. But it's okay, because I saw Drunk and Love Dubai live. So, imagine not being able to see Thick all up in your mind Drunk and Dubai live. Oh, couldn't be me. I can't relate. I'm sorry. Really can't relate. I'm so sorry. I know that's rude. I know that's rude. I know that's nasty, but I really can't relate to that. Imagine not being able to see Drunk and Love Dubai live. I can't relate to that. Anyway, next. Oh, so... Flaws and All, she sounds amazing at Flaws and All the time. I don't really think there was a best version of Flaws and All. Yes, I do. I think the opening was the best. I think the opening show, Stockholm, was the best version of Flaws and All. Yeah, I think Stockholm was the best version of Flaws and All. Do I think that? I don't actually know. Stockholm had like, I think it took a while before she topped Stockholm's Flaws and All. I'm almost certain it was a better one, but I think it was a while before she did a better version of Stockholm's. Like, I don't think she's done Flaws and All better than Stockholm until she got to the States. I don't even remember what city in the States she... Whatever. Anyway, next. So we get into the Renaissance. I did that run all wrong. That was the wrong key and everything. Huh. I'm not Beyonce, y'all. But we get into the Renaissance part. And thank the Lord, my God, that the Renaissance interlude, the Loop the Sample interlude, and the Opulence interlude were left in the film. Thank God. Thank you, God. The other interludes, I don't care about that much. Well, except for the America Has a Problem interlude, but I'm very biased because it's America Has a Problem. But the first three interludes, thank the Lord she got them in there, because those are the best interludes in the entire show. Those are the best interludes in the entire show. The ooh la 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 la, like that energy. Renaissance interlude is the best interlude in the entire show. Well, no, it is. It's the best interlude in the entire show. The loop, I looped, the sample to be the second best, and Opulence. Now, I love the Opulence interlude only because the da 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 da. I was a string player in high school. I went to performing arts high school. I am a string player. I play violin. I sing now, but like I played violin for 6 years from middle school to high school. I performed for the First Lady of France. Like I've done a lot of shit with violin, right? So I am very, very biased towards string heavy music, and that when I heard the Opulence thing for the first time when I was watching the live stream from Stockholm illegally in the cafeteria of my school, when I heard that Opulence, I was like, oh my God, I need to hear that live. And I did. But the Opulence intro, I love the Opulence intro. And then also I like the whole Opulence Beyonce flipping back. Oh, mother. Anyway, so we get to I'm That Girl. Now I'm almost certain I'm gonna be so honest, I don't remember which cities I'm That Girl and Cozy were for. I really don't. I only remember, I think I'm That Girl and Cozy, I really think it was Atlanta and or LA. I think LA was pretty heavy in the first part of the show. I think it was LA. And then we get to the Alien Superstar Malfunction, which I didn't think that was going to be in the film. That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool seeing that. And then, oh my God, that one crew member who suggested that she switch costumes and then trying to figure out where to start back up the to Alien Superstar. Master full. Everything happens for a reason. Also, Beyonce was talking about how when she didn't do her pregame sandwich and her like ginger shot, that everything goes wrong. Like, you know, and so I was like, yeah. I found it really funny. And Phoenix High, please don't come for me. Please don't come for me, because don't. But like, I find it so funny that like we saw the alien superstar malfunction in Phoenix and we never saw them again. We never saw them again. I'm so sorry, Phoenix High. Sorry. I'm checking to see what time it is. I'm so sorry, Phoenix High. Please don't come for me. But like, that was kind of funny to me how we saw the alien superstar meltdown and then we never saw y'all on the show again. Like, that was kind of funny. Like, honestly, a blessing in disguise. Because had that not happened, I don't think these would have been in the show. I would have been in the film at all. So y'all got y'all little crumbs, Phoenix. Y'all better be glad y'all got y'all little crumbs. I can't relate because New Orleans was in the show most of the time. But like, you know, I can't relate. Sorry about that. But Phoenix, like, that was kind of funny to me. Like, we never saw y'all again. Anyway, oh wait, no, I do think I'm That Girl was New Orleans, and it was a mix between New Orleans and LA. I think the whole beginning was a mix between, was going back and forth between New Orleans, Atlanta, and LA. That's what I think. Because I think Houston, yeah, I think the beginning, like, so Dangerously in Love until, right? Dangerously in Love until Aliens Liftoff. All of that is LA, Atlanta, and New Orleans. I'm almost certain that all of that was LA, Atlanta, and New Orleans. Oh, okay, next. We get to another behind the scenes thing, which I'm gonna be so honest, I kind of forgot. I really wish I took notes during this film, because I know I was gonna make a review, but I kind of forgot what happened during the documentary part before Cuff It came on. I really don't remember. I'm sorry, guys, but whatever. So let me get to Cuff It, Break My Soul, and Energy. Cuff It is Cuff It. Y'all know Cuff It is like always in the bottom 5 of my ranking for Renaissance. It's not that I don't like Cuff It. It's just I think most of the songs of Renaissance are better than Cuff It. Whoops, sorry about that, but I do. I think most of the songs of Renaissance are better than Cuff It. Like Cuff It, Cuff It, Cuff It, Cuff It, baby. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, she's good, but she's not great to me. And you know, what's good next to gorgeous, you know? But anyway. Cuff It aside, Break My Soul was great. I think Break My Soul... So this section of the film, I'm almost certain it was a mix of Stockholm, New Orleans, and Kansas City. Because, and oh my God, what was the... I don't remember the show that she did where she had this black, not the Ivy Park black ensemble, but this black ensemble with these really weird shoes with these like little blocks went up her thighs. And it was like this big black like cape thing flowing. I forgot. I don't remember what show that was. I really want to say that was one of the LA shows. I really want to say that was one of the LA shows or one of the Atlanta shows, but like I really don't know. And then we get to Energy. We get to Energy. Baby. So first of all, when I saw the pink Ivy Park outfit, my heart dropped because I was like, is this fucking Play About Us? Like, is that New Orleans? Because she wore the pink Ivy Park outfit like actually quite a bit. I think she wore it like 5 or 6 times throughout the entire tour. And I was like, is this New Orleans? And then we get to the mute challenge. Baby, look at everybody on mute. And first of all, my theater did go mute. Well, they were mute the entire time. We'll get into that in a second. My theater did go mute. And then Beyonce did and she only did that for New Orleans because I think no one in that was really funny. On social media, nobody going to the show in New Orleans thought we were going to beat that mute challenge. I'm being so honest. No one in our city thought we were going to beat the mute challenge. Let me talk about like I'm not from New Orleans, but like I go to school here. But like no one from New Orleans thought we was going to beat the mute challenge because it's New Orleans. They're loud down here. They're loud and ghetto down here. That's why I like living down here. But like they're loud and they're ghetto down here. It's a big ghetto down here, honey. Like, and that's okay, but like we were like, we're not going to pass this mute challenge. And baby, in that fucking stadium where we went quiet, when you could hear what did I say in my Beyonce Renaissance tour review? You can hear a rat pissing on cotton quiet. And guess which mute challenge was used in the film? Ooh. That's right. I knew we won that fucking mute. I don't care what nobody says. I know she told Atlanta they won. I know she told LA they won that one. I know she told Vegas they won that one little like mute challenge. I know that. But which one was used in the film? Which one was used in the film? Oh, it was New Orleans. Oh, look at that. 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 I knew we won the fucking mute challenge. Like, I'm sorry. Fuck Atlanta and fuck LA. Because they were talking all that shit. Y'all was talking all that shit about New Orleans mute challenge. And look what happened. We're in the film and not y'all. Well, they're in the film. But like, we are in the mute challenge. She used us. Not y'all. So what does that say? Yeah, we won. We won. We are the official winners of the on mute challenge. Like, anyway, we're gonna move on because we're almost 30 minutes into this, and I've gotten through not even half my points. Next, cities featured in the Renaissance film. We're gonna divest a little bit from the actual show because everything else was pretty. Oh, first of all, before we go into the cities, Formation, my theater got lit because my mama Louisiana, like, oh, I'm so glad she kept that part in. I think the Formation part was all New Orleans, I think. Right? I think it was all New Orleans and Houston. But I think Formation was all New Orleans. Anyway, oh, and DC. First of all, what was so funny about DC? DC, first of all, DC is definitely in the show. They're not in the show often, but they are definitely in the show. And what I find super funny about DC is that you can tell when the clip is from DC because it's raining. That's how I knew. Every time I saw rain or I saw water on the stage, I was like, oh, this is DC. Like, this is DC. So DC people, if you have not seen the film yet, you made it this far into the video. If you have not seen the film yet, anytime it's raining, that's y'all. For night 2. Night 1 got completely shafted. I kind of feel bad for y'all if y'all went to DC night 1 because no one cared about y'all. No key. I'm so sorry. But like, DC night 2, anytime y'all see rain, that's y'all. Anytime y'all see water on the stage, y'all. And actually, I think, actually, in the middle of the film, it kind of showed quite a bit. Actually, DC. So good for you guys, DC. That's where I actually live now. Charlotte wasn't in this film at all. So, and that's where I'm from. I'm from Charlotte. I consider myself to be a Charlotte native because I lived in Charlotte for 8 years before I moved to DC. But I consider my hometown to be Charlotte, not DC. But like, Charlotte didn't make it into the film at all. Whatever. Even though she was the first woman to headline the stadium sold out show. Whatever. Beyonce. So cities featured in the film. So this is what my theory is, and this is what a lot of the theory is from the Beehive. There are certain cities I know for certain were in the film. Like when it comes to the cities that were heavily featured in the film. LA, Atlanta, New Orleans. Heavily featured. When it comes to the American cities, these are the three, and Houston. These are the 4 cities that were heavily featured in the film in the Americas. When it comes to Europe, Stockholm, London, that's it. Sorry. So, and I think France. Yeah, and I think France. London, Paris, or is it Marseille? Whatever that fucking city name is in France begins with the M. I think Stockholm, Paris, the other city in Paris, and London. Those are the 4 cities, in Edinburgh a little bit. But like, those are the 4 cities in Europe that were featured really, really heavily. Next, we're gonna go through this. Blue Ivy, Mother Earth, Mother Gaia, Mother. Like, I'm so sorry. Blue Ivy is no longer sister. She's no longer cousin. That's Mother. That's Mother. You will talk to her with respect because that's a mother. Anyway, hold up. First of all, Blue Ivy, the manager, we gotta talk about. Because the way Blue Ivy was fighting baby, the way Beyonce put Diva up on the chopping block, and Blue Ivy said, hold up. Blue Ivy said, wait 1 second. Diva can't go. No. Ooh, Diva has to. Blue Ivy was managing. And what I liked about that scene was that Blue Ivy was getting, because people were talking about the scene on Twitter, and I think a lot of people missed what a lot of people were trying to say. or I think the people missed what the film was showing. Blue Ivy did not really do anything wrong. Blue Ivy was getting really excited. And so in that excitement, as 11-year-olds tend to do when they get excited, she starts to talk over other people because she's getting excited and she is getting kind of hyped up on the fact that Beyoncé, that her mother, is considering cutting a song that she liked. And so she's getting excited, trying to defend the song that she likes. You know, and she starts talking over people. And what I liked is that Beyoncé validates her opinion and then tells her, you need to calm down a little bit because we can't be talking over people. I think people were missing that. I think people were going into the film thinking that Blue Ivy was was being rude or was like yelling or something, and that wasn't the case. Blue Ivy was simply just getting a little bit too excited, and she just started cutting people off. And like, again, that's like that's just her being an 11-year-old. That's just her being an 11-year-old. Blue Ivy just got excited. She just got excited, and Beyonce had to validate her opinion and correct her. A mother, a literal mother, Beyonce, mother, matriarch. Anyway, but then we get into the part. First of all, for you nasty, ugly, big back, ugly fucking bitches and niggas that was on Twitter, that was on Instagram, that was on Facebook, that was on social media, bullying an 11-year-old who just wanted to dance with her mom on a sold-out world tour. Fuck all of you. Fuck all of you. No. This is because a lot of people are using this as a oh, well, our comments made Blue Ivy go harder and it made her improve. No. Fuck you. Blue Ivy killed it in Paris, and that's all I'm gonna say. Blue Ivy killed it in Paris. You ugly fucking nasty gutter bitches. I'm so sorry. I gotta get into y'all for a bit. I really gotta get into y'all a bit. You ugly gutter nasty bitches. Bullying an 11-year-old. She's an 11-year-old child. Go watch my video, Leave Blue Ivy the fuck alone. Like, that's literally, watch my video, Leave Blue Ivy. Oh, no. What's my video called? Blue Ivy is Queenie and y'all are losers. Blue Ivy is Queenie and y'all are losers. Bullying an 11-year-old child. Bullying an 11-year-old child. And you know what? And Blue Ivy saw them coming because a friend saw those. And first of all, people were also talking about how Beyonce was trying to pimp out her daughter. First of all, if any of y'all actually paid attention to Beyonce and Blue Ivy's relationship, or if you like watched the films where Blue Ivy is featured in, Blue Ivy just likes doing stuff with her mom because Blue Ivy is a child. And what 11-year-old doesn't like doing stuff with their parents? Like, yes, 11-year-olds, they're starting to get more independent, but it's obvious that Blue Ivy likes doing shit with her mother. That's why she was featured in Black is King. That's why she had a little verse on Brown Skin Girl. That's why Blue Ivy is featured in some of the stuff she's featured in, because Blue Ivy just likes doing stuff with her mom. Like any child would. She just likes doing stuff with her mom. And Blue Ivy is the one who was convincing Beyonce, let me go out there and dance. And Beyonce told her no. Beyonce told her no. Beyonce was not about to have it. And then Blue Ivy practiced. And then Beyonce caved in and said yes. And we got one of the most iconic moments of the entire tour. Now, I'm so sorry that Blue Ivy didn't show up at y'all's tour. I am so sorry. Like, ooh, I'm so sorry. Like, I can't relate either. Sucks to suck, but like, I'm so sorry. Anyway, now I think Nashville. Ooh, sorry, Nashville. Because Blue Ivy was like right before y'all show and she didn't come to get. Ooh, sorry about that. Anyway, Blue Ivy is Queenie and y'all are losers. Like, go watch that video and then come back, because everything I said in that video relates to what's happening now. Blue Ivy is a queen and y'all are losers. Anyway, Blue Ivy, the mother that she is. That is y'all will respect the manager of the Beehive. Y'all will respect the manager of Beyonce herself. Don't ever play in my face about Blue Ivy. About an 11-year-old child. Are you fucking crazy? Anyway, let me go away from Blue Ivy before I lose my channel for cursing out so bad. The dancers had their own segment, and thank God. I always thought they were going to. I think the dancers that got highlighted was Amari, Darius. Speaking of which, Darius is so fucking hot. Darius is so fine. Face card never declined. My God, was written about Darius, because my God, God, Darius is fine. Anyway, aside me thirsting over Darius aside, Amari, Darius, Honey Balenciaga, really not the Lace Twins that much. Honey Balenciaga, Trinity. When Beyonce saw her dancing and her wig fell off and she kept dancing and Beyonce hired her the next day. Mother. Trinity. Robert is the first light-skinned guy during the ballroom section. It was at the ballroom section was at this part of the tour. So I think we're after Formation, we're after Diva, and we're before Church Girl. And this is where the ballroom dancers are. I also think around this area was also where the Tina Turner tribute was somewhere around the middle of the film, I think. Because that's what I mean by Riverdale Mountain High got partially cut. She still sang it, just not in the opening. She said it was Tina Turner. The Tina Turner tribute had its own like little 2-minute moment. And it was the moment of Beyonce singing the chorus of Riverdale Mountain High. Also, I forgot to mention, during Cuff It through Energy, Kansas City, it was New Orleans and Kansas City, and New Orleans, Kansas City, and LA, I think were the three most, I forgot Kansas City was like, speaking of which, I think Kansas City got the best dress out of everybody. That dress that Beyonce wore for Kansas City was the best one she's ever worn in her entire life. I don't think I've ever seen Beyonce look more stunning in a dress than in that dress for Kansas. Kansas City, y'all truly won with the way, y'all won that anyway. Meg, Diana, and Kendrick. Megan Thee Stallion, Diana Ross, and Kendrick Lamar. What can you say but mother, grandmother, and father? Like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. When Megan came, first of all, Megan, I know you're a Houston hottie. I know Houston's your hometown, but girl, you could have came with Beyonce to New Orleans. I'm so sorry. You could have came with her. You could have given Nola some of that Houston spice. But whatever. Jealousy, my jealousy of Houston aside, Megan killed it. I love Megan got her own moment in the show. Diana Ross got her own moment in the show. And what I think happened with Diana Ross and Kendrick in particular, because their audio failed, I think the mic was still working and it was picking up their voice. And obviously I think they had more than one mic on them, I think. But like, I think what happened with Diana and Kendrick in particular is that their mics were still working, and so they were still able to get the mic feed from them, but the output into the speakers was not working. And I think that's what happened, because I was wondering how Kendrick was still rapping his verse and his whole mic cut off for most of his verse. And I think it was this output from the mic to the speaker that was the problem. But anyway, I love that. The drama behind the scenes. First of all, if you're gonna if you ever have the opportunity to work with Beyonce, don't you ever question Beyonce. Don't you ever question Beyonce. Don't you ever try and gaslight me. That, oh my God, that white man who was filming her, or who was doing the camera work with the film and shit, who was trying to gaslight Beyonce into thinking that there was not a bigger lens, and they were, go to hell, go to fucking hell, because this is what happened basically, right? So they're practicing the Pure Honey segment, and Beyonce is like, hey, is there any way we can get a bigger lens, because the fisheye lens that we're using is not big, it's not wide enough, and so we cannot get me and all the dancers in here, because I think majority of the dancers are on stage. Majority of the dancers, if not all the dancers, except for the dancers who are the soloists for the ballroom section, are on stage at this point. And so my thing is, like, why are you questioning? First of all, Gaslit Her was like, this is the biggest lens they made. This is actually the biggest lens that they made. And Beyonce said, well, actually, I did my own research and they actually do have a bigger lens. So can we get that lens, please? I was about to say a slur. I was about to say a slur, but like, don't you ever question the queen. Like, don't you ever gaslight the queen like that. Don't you ever do that shit again. Don't you ever do that shit again. Next, that producer, engineer guy, whatever the fuck his name, whatever the fuck he was, and Beyonce was like, I've been singing for 6 hours. Why do we not have stems yet? Oh, y'all keep playing in Beyonce's face. Let me move on before I curse y'all out. Next, T.S. Madison, Kevin Jay-Z Prodigy, and Kevin Advance. Pioneers, legends, and that's really all I can say. That's really all I can say, because they all got their own parts in the film. Although I do wish TS, because all their parts were together, right? Most of their parts were together. I think the emphasis was put more so on Kevin Jay-Z Prodigy because he is the voice. I hope it's he. I hope it's he. He is the he's the voice of the entire show. And so I think a lot of the emphasis is put on him, but with T.S. Madison and Kevin advanced parts, I wish T.S. Madison, I don't know how this would have worked with the editing of Cozy, especially since I'm That Girl goes right into Cozy, but I kind of wish T.S. Madison's part, her little like 2 minutes she got in the film was with Cozy, because that's her thing, it's Cozy. Other than that, that's it. The fashion, I thought the choices that they used, the outfits that they show were like some of the best in the entire show. Thank God that the David Coma was not shown that much. I'm sorry, the David Coma, like that the original Break My Soul Cuffit Energy outfit that she wore for a majority of the European leg of the tour, sickening when we first saw it. Sickening when we first saw it, but when she got to the States, and like, I'm sorry, the Black Ivy Park, the Pink Ivy Park, and the horse jockey outfit eats up everything Europe got. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. With the exception of the opening outfits, the horse jockey, Black Ivy Park, Pink Ivy Park eats up everything that Europe ever got for a cup that Break My Soul Energy. I'm so sorry. I'm not, but I'm so sorry. And lastly, because I gotta go, guys. I can't be here forever. My theater was dry as fuck. I really wanted to go to a theater that was going to be lit and singing, and I saw videos of other people where their theaters were lit and singing and dancing, and I was so fucking jealous. My theater was so fucking dry because everyone in my theater was old. Everyone in my theater was old. It was me, my friend Kaylee, my friend Sebastian, and these 2-3 girls in the back of us who were the only ones getting lit the entire show. I'm so sorry. And then people were laughing at me because I was bopping. I was bopping to America Has a Problem. Oh, I told y'all I cannot control who I become when that song comes on. So I was bopping. I was in my seat going like, yes I was dancing in my seat. I'm so sorry. It's America Has a Problem. America, the best song on Renaissance, the best, one of the best songs, one of the top 20 songs of Beyonce's entire career came on, and you want me to sit down and be still? No. Anyway, that's all I have for you all. 10 out of 10. Not even 10 out of 10. 100 out of 10. 100 out of 10. This was the perfect balance of a film and documentary. And the documentary part, it was a good chunk of documentary. There was such a good chunk of documentary in this, and it was also the fact that we were able to fit most of the show and then the documentary in it as well. This was a perfect balance. I can't wait for this movie to come out on streaming because I'm going to be watching it again. I'm seeing it again tonight, but I will be watching it again when it comes out on streaming. I might try and see it again next week, and all I need is the live album, and I will be complete. All I need is, because I'm so sorry. I love my Hive. Hive, I love you down, but my God, I cannot take another shitty version of Cozy Live. I'm so sorry. I cannot take another shitty remake of the Cozy Live. I'm so sorry. I cannot take another shitty remake of America Has a Problem Live. I can't do it. I can't do it anymore. After hearing the high quality sound in the theater, I can't do it no more. I need the live album. I love the Hive down, and thank you for your service. Thank you for your, but baby, I can't do it no more. I need, oh my God, do I need, the high quality version. Like, I need the actual live album, because my God. Also, my house, get the fuck up off my house. Like, yeah, my house, yeah, banger. That was made for the gays. Like, I think this was a great way to close out the Renaissance. I think the Renaissance era is over. Sorry, Brazil. I think the Renaissance, this is the right way to close out the Renaissance era. This film was everything and more. It exceeded my expectations tenfold. I don't have any critiques other than New Orleans should have been shown more, but I'm biased, so like whatever. But like, yeah, like, how can you not say Mother? But yeah, I'm gonna go. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let me know your ranking in the comments. Have you seen the film? Have you not seen the film? What are your thoughts on the film? What are your thoughts on the tour? Let me know what y'all think. I will see you all later. Bye.